we're going to go over this year. I've decided to do saddle hunting, try and do a true DIY setup, so I'm going to kind of go over everything I've got for that. I started off making some DIY sticks. I wanted it to be true DIY. I didn't purchase any pre-made components, so I milled my own steps, bought the 1-inch tubing, made my own grippers for the tree out of some 2-inch angle iron, all cut. Steps were all milled. Also decided to go with kind of a one-step aider on here, so that I should be able to get up fairly high with just 3 steps. I use some braided 550 paracord here that goes into my bottom step. That gives me kind of an added step at the very first one on the tree. Set these all up so that there's a stacking lip on them, so I can stack all 3 of these relatively easy. I did do the sponge painting camel paint job. Just didn't feel like spending the money on the stealth strips. So all 3 of those stacked together fairly well, and then those will fasten right onto my existing backpack. I was not interested in spending a bunch of money on a specific backpack, so I just used the one that I've had for years. Kind of cut off some straps off of another backpack that I had, and sewed them onto here. It seems to hold pretty well. I've also got some night-eye twist ties to hold those steps together, so to keep the noise down while we're walking in. But that all straps just to a normal backpack. I also wanted to do my own platform because I'm a bit of a cheapskate. So I kind of just used some existing tubing that I had that had holes in it. Took that, kind of welded it into a V shape, then used angle iron to kind of cut out all these notches out of the angle iron, welded it, and then used some just expanded metal for the top. Seems to hold pretty well. It's already got pre-drilled holes in it here that I got a ratchet strap, just ratchet strap right to the tree. Saw a similar style design on the Saddle Hunter forum, kind of modified it, made it my own, and seems to work pretty well. As far as this saddle itself, I just didn't end up buying what everyone else is doing, was the Samson Predator rope. I ended up buying the HSS Hunter Safety System Lifeline. Bought one long piece of that. Going to use this piece with a prusik knot for my tether. Then use another piece of that along with a rope and 2. I couldn't find the rope and 1, but the rope and 2, that'll be my lineman's belt. And then the saddle itself, I took the sit drag. The bridge is also another piece off of that lifeline, the HSS lifeline. Took the sit drag, and then did some modifying on that. Took what they shipped in as the tether, I believe it was, this kind of 2-inch wide seatbelt material. Got a Cobra belt, Cobra buckle for that. So this will snap on where I'll end up wearing that right down into the woods. Just like that. So we've got the bridge, and then I have an extra set of loops here. Those loops will double as, well, the normal loops are taped over, then have this set of loops here that will be my lineman's belt. Also on the back of the saddle, I ended up sewing on some camo fabric that I had, along with some moly webbing, just to give me some loops. Had an old Tasco, I don't know, from a small pair of binoculars. Took the Velcro off, put a magnetic latch on there. So I've got a pull-up rope with plenty of rope in there, a little 550 paracord, and then just the normal dump pouch that everyone's using to hold my gear in there. So I'm looking forward to, we've got less than 5 days till Michigan home opener for bow. Looking forward to try using that. I also used that same Molly webbing and just sewed that up for my gear hanger. Be able to just bring that around the tree, loop it back through itself, and then hang carabiners off of that to hang all my gear. I do have a full video on how I made the steps, and then hopefully maybe go into more detail maybe on the saddle itself. But I'm also going to try doing some filming. Of course, wanted to do my own style, so I made my own camera arm out of 1-inch tubing, 1-inch aluminum tubing. Fabricated a similar gripper here, and then I have an adjustable screw here so I can adjust lean in and out of the tree. Of course, nylon washers in between everything to make sure we stay quiet out there. I went with a 3-piece, allows it to, once it's on the tree, to go all the way around. And then this is my mount for my tripod. Found a great deal on a fluid head at a rummage sale for like $5. So that I'm using right now on the tripod, and that will actually slip right into here. Made a mount for that. So I look forward to hopefully doing some self-filming. So hopefully I have some more videos coming up with the season.